In this video I want to show you how to install the new isolation kit from Solidair Audio, the Trinity, which is designed to go under the arm board here and replace these three plastic spacers. These are high performance isolation feet based on our Dark Star range. They're made from carbon fibre, African blackwood and a few other bits and bobs. And we'd also need to replace the bolts that go through because we need them to be slightly shorter than the plastic, the ones that hold the plastic spacers in place. So these are provided, they're stainless steel. If you have a particular colour already in there that you want to keep, you want to reduce the thread length to 21.3 millimeters is what we go for. We've also got a slight issue with the earth strap, so we've provided a new one of those. We'll show you that in a sec. Anyway, first things first, make sure you've got your stylus protector in place, because the last thing we want to do is damage that. Now these are very, very slightly, about 3/4 of a millimetre taller than the plastic spacers. This probably won't make the slightest bit of difference, but in case you're worried, you may want to reduce the height of the tone arm by about the 3/4 of a millimetre. It's quite handy to put a little mark just on the column of the tone arm, so you know where it is. So if you do move it, it's always handy to have there anyway. If you don't like the look of it, you can clean it off with a bit of nail varnish remover on the end of one of those little cotton white things. But I think I'll probably leave it there anyway. The height adjustment on this one is done with a 2mm Allen key, which slides into a little hole here. You may need to release this and turn the arm assembly just so that you can get to this front Allen key. I actually got mine set slightly off, so I'm okay. Okay, the other tool we're going to need is a 4mm Allen key. So that one, the small one's a 2mm, this is a 4, and I just need to undo these 3 retaining bolts before I start. Okay, 1, 2, 3. These should just come straight out. We'll be able to keep these safe in the box that the Trinity comes in. Just put them to one side for the minute. And I can lift up the arm board and take out these 3 spacers. They should unscrew quite easily. But the one at the back here has an earth strap attached to it. Now I'm sure, ooh, this is a bit fiddly actually, but fortunately I already have the Solidair Audio feet under this one, so it's a little bit higher. But I'm working in a very confined space, so making up for it in difficulty there. So that's the little nut that holds the earth strap onto the bottom of this foot. That's taken off, so I can now remove this little fella. Right, we've got a slight technical hitch here. Because the Solidair Audio feet are slightly wider than these spacers, and I'm sure that Michell would have designed this differently if they'd realised. But we're going to need to remove the earth strap. Okay, so I need a little small number 1 posi drive screwdriver just to take that off. because it gets in the way of the foot, which is, I thought we had just cleared that, but it turned out we hadn't, so I'll put that away safely somewhere. Now then, let's have a look and see what we've got in the pack. Here's the pack. We've got 3 feet. That's the important bit. We've got 3 new screws to hold it, and we've also got a new earth strap which will clear everything. This is quite a nice little thing. It's made of aircraft quality wire, silver plated copper wire, with a little bullet connector on the end. I'll show you that in a sec. Let's get our 3 feet out and put them in place. So I'm just going to lift this up again. These just screw straight back in. These don't have to be really tight, just take them down to the bottom. There we go, just finger tight, it's fine. They're all going to be held in place anyway by the weight of the tone arm. They don't need to be done up with a spanner or anything, just a finger tight's fine. Okay, last one. This would probably be a lot easier if I'd moved the turntable out and put it somewhere freestanding, but I think if I can do it here, you should be alright. Right, this is where the earth strap needs to be connected. Now, Michelle very kindly left us 3 holes where the screws that hold the this spacer in place, so I can pop this into one of these holes. That'll just slide in there. On that end, on this end, it just goes back and connects up in exactly the same way as the original. Let's get that ready. So it goes on there. This goes on here. There we are. Just knit that up. Not entirely sure why there is an earth strap there. I know that this is now connected to the chassis, but the chassis on this one isn't connected to earth anyway. I know the tone arm is connected to earth. Perhaps I should experiment and have this earthed as well. But as it was there, wouldn't want to leave you without one. So pop a screw in. The front one's easiest to locate. So once that's located, just give it a couple of turns, and then we'll have a go at the other ones. One here. There we go. This one should be very easy now. Okay, again, this doesn't need to be tight. Just finger tight, using the shaft of the Allen key. There's plenty. It's not going to go anywhere anyway. And there we have it, all installed and lovely. I've also got somewhere to keep my spare parts. Can't imagine anyone wanting to throw those away. So I've got my little screw. Let's put that in there. Okay. Yep. Sausage fingers. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Put that away. And I'm ready to play. Okay, you should notice an immediate sound improvement. The sound stage should be much wider. The detail should be absolutely crystal clear. The placing of the instruments, I think these are absolutely fabulous little fellas. Anyway, if you've got some of these, I hope you enjoy them. Thank you for watching.